Hi class, my name is Samantha Zindahez, and today I'm going to be talking about feminist method of rhetorical criticism. Now, just a little overview. Feminist criticism is criticism through the lens of a social and political movement that was started to make women's lives better. Now, being a feminist can mean many things. Of course, with there being different types of feminists, that causes for the definition of feminism to vary as well. Now, when you're using feminist rhetorical criticism, you are analyzing the artifacts, messages, symbolic meaning, or stereotypes, and seeing how that is instilling a certain view of women in society. Then we see how those certain views create an impact on the way society views and treats women. So the artifact I decided to choose for today was going to be the trailer to the film Legally Blonde. Now, before we jump into it, I wanted to talk a little bit about the definition of feminism. Now, like I stated before, there are different branches of feminism. There's not just one type of feminist. We have traditional feminists, we have cultural feminists, eco-feminists, lesbian feminists, womanists, and transnational feminists. And many more. So there's a lot of different branches to feminism, and I selected a few definitions that I thought would be pretty important to mention. The first one is the idea that men and women should be equal and they should share the same freedom to be who they are. The second I found was the effort to remove sexist oppression in society. The third was the study of women's oppression and how society, politics, and history have maintained that oppression, what strategies we can take to eliminate it. The last one that I thought was pretty important was the fight to remove the dominant and patriarchal oppression in society. Now that we have kind of a broader sense of what feminism is, I'm just going to jump right into the methods that we use for this rhetorical criticism. Now, the first would be selecting an artifact. In our book, it states that what we want to see in our artifact that you analyze for feminist criticism are strategies that disrupt hegemonies in various ways. Our goal here is to select something that can be instilling views of oppression or possibly damaging stereotypes of women. The second step would be analyzing an artifact. So analyzing the artifact that we select. So first, we would identify the strategies used to disrupt hegemonies. And then we would think about how those disruptions impact these dominant ideologies that are instilled in society. Now, for the third step, we would have you formulating a research question. Now, in this case, a critic's primary goal is to point out strategies that are used to disrupt hegemonies and alternative views of thinking. We usually formulate research questions based off of what causes those disruptions or perspectives. And then the last step would just be to actually physically write an essay or a piece of writing. We would have an introduction where we would state our research question and how it is tied to our rhetorical theory. Then we would describe our artifact and its significance. That's pretty much where we would tie the rhetorical theory to why we selected the artifact that we selected. Then we would describe feminist criticism. We would describe our discoveries of dominant disruptions in our artifact. And last but not least, we would talk about how this analysis contributes to the rhetorical theory collectively. So today I decided to select the artifact of the trailer to the movie Legally Blonde. And the origin behind this movie is that Legally Blonde was made after the book Legally Blonde, written by Amanda Brown, who wrote this book about her life. It's a true story. And it was then directed by Robert Lutic and produced this film in 2001. And the message of the film is pretty much that the main character, the female lead, Elle Woods, has this perfect life until her boyfriend, Warner Huntington III, dumps her because he needs to be with someone serious and intelligent. Elle Woods then quickly comes up with a plan to get into law school and win her man back. So now I'm going to be playing you the scene from the movie.
One of the reasons I wanted to come here tonight was to discuss our future.
Of course.
I plan on running for office someday.
Warner.
I think we should break up.
What?
Elle. If I'm gonna be a senator, I need someone serious.
I'm seriously in love with you.
I love you.
Liar! This is the type of girl that Warner wants to marry. A law student. Going to Harvard is the only way I'm going to get the love of my life back. For my admissions essay,
Action.
I'm going to tell all of you why I'm going to make an amazing lawyer. I feel comfortable using legal jargon in everyday life. I object.
Her list of extracurricular activities is impressive.
She was in a Ricky Martin video. Aren't we always looking for diversity? Welcome to Harvard.
Don't be scared. Everyone will love you.
Elle? I'm sorry, are you here to see me?
I go here.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
I got a PhD from Berkeley.
MBA from Wharton. I've been deworming orphans in Somalia.
2 weeks ago, I saw Cameron Diaz at Fred Siegel, and I talked her out of buying this truly heinous Angora sweater.
Malibu Barbie lives.
I've come to join your study group.
Our group is full.
Oh, is this like an RSVP thing?
No, it's like a smart people thing. I give it 2 more weeks.
What is this?
We're betting to see how much longer you're gonna last.
You're not smart enough, sweetie.
I'll show you how valuable Elle Woods can be.
MGM Pictures presents
You have a resume? It's pink.
And it's scented. I think it gives it a little something extra.
a comedy about knowing who you are
You think she just woke up one morning and said, I think I'll go to law school today?
and showing what you've got.
We're defending Brooke Wyndham. You can buy her exercise tips on infomercials.
Wait! Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands.
You're fired.
What?
I have new representation.
Reese Witherspoon,
Do you remember when we spent those 4 amazing hours in the hot tub after winter formal? This is so much better than that!
Legally Blonde,
Oh, look how cute! There's like a judge and everything! Vote for Elle!
All right, so that was our artifact, and now we're just going to jump right into the analysis. Here we focus on identifying strategies used to challenge the hegemonic construction of gender stereotypes. Now, in the beginning of the commercial, the male lead, Warner, says, "If I'm going to be a senator, I need someone serious." He is talking about someone who is intelligent and not just pretty. Later on in the film, we see that Elle Woods challenges the idea of the pretty girl can't be smart. And she graduates from the top of her class while still maintaining her personality and style. We have another hegemonic construct that is being challenged, which is that all girls do is care about a boyfriend. Now, at the beginning of the rhetoric from Elle Woods suggests that she is eager to win Warner back, but by the end, her rhetoric begins to mature and demonstrates a sense of belonging in her career path. This hard work and determination lands her success in her career. Now, the trailer and film Legally Blonde comedically brings to life gender stereotypes that have been hegemonic in society and challenging it by turning a character into a new person. Now, at the beginning of the commercial, we notice that she's very eager to win her boyfriend back, and that seems to be the drive for her drive to push herself to excellence. And by the end of the commercial or the film, we can see that she switches her intention. She no longer feels the need to validate herself through a man. She learns to be independent and learns that she is good at this thing. She's good at being a law student, she's good at being a lawyer, and she loves defending people, and she learns that by pushing herself to do things. And the message and constructs that are touched upon in this trailer are subjects and messages that young girls are often struggling with or have a hard time dealing with growing up. The characteristics that are associated to a specific gender are qualities coined with self-esteem issues for many, many kids growing up. And overall, I believe that this film highlights important hegemonies, and it can be criticized through multiple perspectives. And I personally really like this film. I think it's very funny, and I totally understand the stereotypes going on, but I think that overall this message of self-fulfillment is definitely there. And although in the beginning we're shown that Elle Woods is a girly girl who is will do anything to be in her relationship pretty much dictates her life. um, by the end of it, she becomes a strong, intelligent, smart, pretty young woman who is successful in her career. And yeah, that's my presentation on rhetorical criticism through feminist criticism. Thank you.